You wake up every morning with two choices. You can drift into the day without power, or you can rise with intention, energy, and purpose. Right? The first moments after you wake up are the most valuable. They decide the rhythm of your entire day. They decide if you will live in control or if you will be controlled by circumstances. Most people wake up and immediately give away their power. They rush into noise, distractions, and worries. They lose their focus before the day even begins. But you are not here to live like most people. You are here to transform your mornings. You are here to shift your mindset. You are here to build success from the moment your eyes open. Napoleon Hill said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve." This is not just a phrase. This is a law of life, and it begins the very second you rise from your bed. Roll. If your mornings are weak, your days will be weak. If your mornings are strong, your life will be strong. No? So today I will show you how to transform your morning mindset so that every sunrise becomes a fresh beginning, a reset button for your energy, your discipline, and your dreams. No more rushing without direction. No more starting with anxiety and chaos. You will learn to start with clarity, courage, and confidence. No, the morning is the golden hour of greatness. It is when your mind is most open to suggestion. It is when your thoughts are the seeds of the day. If you plant doubt, you will harvest defeat. If you plant belief, you will harvest victory. Napoleon Hill taught that success begins with a definite purpose. Your mornings must begin with that purpose. Do not wake up to exist. Wake up to create. Wake up to build. Wake up to conquer. A transformed morning mindset is not about habits alone. It is about commanding your thoughts. It is about programming your mind for power. It is about choosing to be the master of your day instead of the servant of circumstances. You must take command of the first hour because the first hour shapes the next 23. If you win the morning, you win the day. If you win enough mornings, you win your life. Right? So how do we do it? How do we transform the morning into a launch pad for greatness? It begins with 3 pillars of Napoleon Hill's philosophy. The first pillar is definite purpose. The second pillar is positive autosuggestion. The third pillar is the building of success habits. Let us begin with definite purpose. Every morning, you must remind yourself who you are and what you are here to do. Without purpose, you wander. Without purpose, you drift. Without purpose, you waste your energy on what does not matter. Purpose is not complicated. Purpose is direction. Purpose is clarity. Purpose is the fire that turns waking into living. When you open your eyes in the morning, speak your purpose to yourself with power. Affirm it, declare it, command your mind to align with it. If you do not direct your thoughts, your environment will. If you do not command your mornings, your distractions will. Napoleon Hill said that a burning desire backed by definite purpose is the starting point of all achievement. So light that fire each morning. Do not wait for motivation to come. You must create it. You must generate it. You must embody it. The second pillar is positive autosuggestion. Hill revealed that repeated thoughts shape beliefs, and beliefs shape destiny. Your mornings are the perfect time to reprogram your mind. When you wake, your subconscious is wide open. It listens to whatever you feed it. If you feed it fear, it will carry fear all day. If you feed it faith, it will carry faith all day. Speak words of power into your mornings. I am strong. I am focused. I am unstoppable. I am the master of my day. I am building the life I deserve. These are not empty lines. They are commands. They are instructions to your brain. They are blueprints for your destiny. Autosuggestion is not wishful thinking. It is mental conditioning. It is the repetition of faith until doubt has no room left. The third pillar is success habits. Habits are the bricks that build your mornings. Habits are the gears that turn your day forward. Habits are the discipline that carries your purpose into action. Napoleon Hill said, "You do not decide your future. You decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. Go. So every morning choose habits that fuel greatness. Habits that sharpen your mind, habits that strengthen your body, habits that elevate your spirit. This is how transformation happens. Not through one act, but through daily discipline repeated with intention. You are not waking up to survive anymore. You are waking up to design your life. You are waking up to control your thoughts. You are waking up to step into power. If you want to transform your mornings, you must understand this. Your mornings are not about what you do first. They are about who you choose to become first. Become the person who owns their purpose. Become the person who feeds their mind with power. Become the person who builds habits that cannot be broken. You now understand the foundation of a powerful morning mindset, definite purpose, positive autosuggestion, and success habits. But knowing is not enough. Transformation requires action. The morning is your battlefield. And the warrior who wins the first battle wins the war of the day. Napoleon Hill said that the starting point of all achievement is desire. That means the fire must burn in your mornings. Without desire, you move slowly. Without desire, you hesitate. Without desire, you let life push you instead of pushing life. So ignite your mornings with desire, not weak desire, but burning desire, the kind that pulls you out of bed with energy, the kind that makes you hungry for progress. Ask yourself every morning, what am I building today? What am I moving toward? What part of my dream am I shaping right now? Konko, when your desire is clear, you will never drift. When your desire is weak, you will always wander. The second weapon for morning transformation is discipline. Desire without discipline is only a dream. Discipline is the force that carries desire into reality. Discipline is the steel spine of your morning routine. Every action you take in the morning must be intentional. No more wasting the first hour on distractions. No more scrolling into weakness. No more letting the world program your mind before you program it yourself. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is freedom. It is the freedom of knowing that your actions are aligned with your vision. It is the freedom of living with control instead of chaos. Napoleon Hill revealed that self-discipline is the master key to riches. Not just financial riches, but the riches of confidence, strength, and peace. Your morning discipline is the seed of those riches. All right? So wake with discipline, move with discipline, speak with discipline, think with discipline. The third force that elevates your mornings is faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your vision, faith that your actions will bear fruit. Right? Faith is not blind hope. Faith is a decision. It is the choice to believe in possibility even when the evidence is not visible. It is the refusal to surrender to doubt or fear. Napoleon Hill declared that faith is the head chemist of the mind. When you mix your thoughts with faith, they become unstoppable. When you start your mornings with faith, you prepare your day for miracles. Right? So feed your faith every morning. Feed it with words of strength. Feed it with images of victory. Feed it with gratitude for what is already in your life. Because gratitude is the fuel of faith. Gratitude reminds you that you are already blessed, and blessings attract more blessings. Each morning pause to acknowledge the good that exists right now. Breathe it in, feel it deeply, and carry that energy forward. Faith and gratitude are the twin engines of your morning transformation. One pushes you toward your dream. The other reminds you of your power in the present. The next principle is decision. Hill said that successful people reach decisions quickly and change them slowly. Indecision destroys mornings. Indecision drains energy. Indecision is the thief of momentum. So decide before the morning even begins. Decide how you will start your day. Decide the first actions you will take. Decide the mindset you will carry. Right? When you wake, do not hesitate. Move with clarity. Act with authority. Stand in your decision. Right? Your mornings will no longer be a question mark. They will be a declaration of who you are and where you are going. No. The fifth force of morning transformation is persistence. Hill wrote that persistence is to the character of man what carbon is to steel. That means persistence strengthens you beyond measure. Persistence hardens your will. Persistence transforms fragile desire into unbreakable determination, right? One morning of purpose is not enough. One morning of discipline is not enough. One morning of faith is not enough. Transformation happens when you persist day after day without quitting. Most people fail not because they lack desire. They fail because they lack persistence. They quit too soon. They stop when it gets uncomfortable. They stop when it gets boring. You must not stop. You must not quit. You must not surrender your mornings to laziness or doubt. Perversion is simple. Do it again and again and again until it becomes who you are. Each morning is another chance to persist, another chance to strengthen your will, another chance to prove to yourself that you will not break definite purpose, discipline, faith, decision, persistence. These are not just words, these are weapons, and your morning is the arena where you wield them. Understand this truth. The way you begin your morning is the way you shape your destiny. Every sunrise carries with it a choice, the choice to rise in power or the choice to sink in weakness. Right? Transformation is not in the day, it is in the first hour, it is not in the whole journey. It is in the first step. It is not in the world outside. It is in the command of your own mind. This is where greatness begins. You now carry the weapons of purpose, discipline, faith, decision, and persistence. But transformation is not only about what you think. It is about the energy you generate, the state. You create the vibration you bring into the day. Napoleon Hill said that every human mind is a broadcasting and receiving station for thought. This means every morning you are transmitting energy, and that energy will attract results that match your frequency, right? If you transmit weakness, you attract obstacles. If you transmit strength, you attract opportunities. If you transmit fear, you attract more fear. If you transmit courage, you attract victory, right? So ask yourself each morning, what energy am I broadcasting? What thoughts am I sending into the world? What signal am I radiating from my mind? You cannot expect greatness if you broadcast doubt. You cannot expect peace if you broadcast chaos. You cannot expect wealth if you broadcast scarcity. Your morning mindset is your frequency tuner. You decide whether to broadcast low energy or high energy. You decide whether to tune into defeat or tune into victory. So raise your frequency the moment you wake. Breathe deeply, stand tall, move your body with intention, feed your mind with thoughts of strength and certainty. Right. Your body posture influences your mind. Your breathing influences your spirit. Your focus influences your results. So command them all in your morning. Napoleon Hill emphasized the mastermind principle. No one succeeds alone. No one rises without influence. No one transforms without connection. That means your mornings must also guard your associations. Do not wake and drown in toxic voices. Do not let negative people or media plant seeds of doubt into your mind. Protect your morning space like a sacred ground. You must surround your mornings with influences that lift you. Voices of wisdom, words of faith, images of success, music that fuels strength, silence that sharpens clarity. Your associations begin with yourself. Are you a friend to your mind or an enemy to your mind? Do you speak life into yourself or do you speak defeat into yourself? Every morning choose to be your own ally, not your own enemy. No. The mastermind principle also means that you can align with greatness through ideas and teachings. Napoleon Hill's words can be your mastermind partner each morning. Remind yourself of his principles. Let his philosophy sharpen your mind. Let his lessons echo in your thoughts as you rise. The next truth of transformation is imagination. Hill declared that imagination is the workshop of the mind. It is where plans are created. It is where dreams take form. It is where the future is designed. Right? Your mornings must not be limited to routine only. Your mornings must also awaken imagination. See yourself what you want to go. Picture the life you are building. Visualize the victories that are coming. Your mind does not know the difference between imagined success and experienced success. So give it the image of victory every morning. Let it taste achievement before the day even begins, and it will carry you toward that outcome. Imagination without action is fantasy, but imagination combined with action becomes creation. So in your mornings, imagine powerfully and then act decisively. Another law of transformation is organized. Planning. Hill revealed that success is never accidental. It is always the result of a plan. It is always the product of strategy and order. Your mornings must carry planning, not scattered thoughts, not random decisions, but organized steps that align with your chief aim. Plan your priorities before the day steals your time. Plan your energy before distractions scatter your focus. Plan your moves before chaos demands your reaction. Right? Without a morning plan, you live as a follower of circumstances. With a morning plan, you live as a leader of destiny. The next truth is specialized knowledge. Hill wrote that knowledge is only potential power. It becomes power when applied with action and direction. So feed your mornings with knowledge that sharpens your edge. Read a page, listen to wisdom, study principles that strengthen your purpose. But remember this, knowledge alone is nothing. Knowledge applied is everything. So whatever you learn in your mornings, turn it into action before the day ends. Your transformation is not in knowing what to do. Your transformation is in doing what you know. The next principle is focus. Focus is the weapon of champions. Focus is the ability to direct all energy on one chief aim without scattering it into distractions. Your mornings must build focus like a laser. Cut away every useless distraction. Cut away every thought that does not serve your dream. Cut away every temptation that steals your time. Right? Napoleon Hill said that concentration of effort is the key to success. That means your mornings must channel your effort with precision. One chief aim, one clear focus, one unwavering direction. Because scattered mornings create scattered days, but focused mornings create unstoppable lives. You now see the map of transformation. Purpose, discipline, faith, decision, persistence, imagination, planning, knowledge, and focus. But the final step is to live it each day without compromise. Napoleon Hill said that your only limitations are the ones you set up in your own mind. This truth is the core of your mornings, because when you wake, you either limit yourself with doubt or you liberate yourself with belief. The morning is your mirror. It reflects your inner strength back to you. If you look into that mirror with weakness, you will see weakness all day. If you look into that mirror with power, you will see power all day. Right? So stand before your mornings with authority. Declare to yourself who you are. Declare to yourself what you will create. Declare to yourself what you will no longer tolerate. Do not start the day negotiating with excuses. Do not start the day bowing to fear. Do not start the day carrying the failures of yesterday. Each morning is rebirth. Each morning is renewal. Each morning is a chance to rise higher. Napoleon Hill wrote that every adversity carries within it the seed of equal or greater benefit. This means that no matter how your past mornings have been, today is the seed of something greater. Today is the soil of a new beginning. Today is the foundation of transformation. Right? You are not a prisoner of yesterday. You are a commander of today, and your mornings are your weapon of freedom. The next truth is control of attention. Attention is life. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Where your attention goes, your results grow. Most people give their attention away the moment they wake. They give it to the phone. They give it to the world. They give it to distractions that destroy their focus. But you will not now. You will guard your attention as your most valuable asset. You will direct it toward purpose. You will feed it into faith. You will sharpen it with focus. You know, Napoleon Hill said that controlled attention is the act of coordinating all the faculties of the mind and directing their power to one definite end. That is what your mornings are for, to align your mind, your body, and your spirit into one focused stream of energy. Right? No scattered mornings, no divided focus, only controlled attention moving toward one vision. Like another principle is organized effort. Effort is wasted when scattered. Effort is multiplied when organized. So in your mornings channel your effort into the highest priorities. Do not fight small battles. Do not chase meaningless tasks. Put your energy where it matters most. Because your mornings are not about doing more. They are about doing what counts. They are about setting the tone for efficiency, precision, and alignment. Another pillar is self-confidence. Hill wrote that self-confidence is the gateway to power. Without confidence, you will hesitate. Without confidence, you will shrink. Without confidence, you will hand your mornings to fear. But confidence is not given. Confidence is built. Confidence is a decision that you reinforce each morning.